Hello comic fans, here's Earl Grey with my contribution to this year's Golden Stand. This is a prize that the German comic bubble on YouTube gives to the most worthy, we think, the most worthy comics that came out in the last year, 21. So each of the involved colleagues here on YouTube chose their favorite comics, and from these first picks, everyone who watches this video can choose his favorite one. I give you the links at the end of the video. So I think this is a very cool event, and I'm very glad and happy to take part within that. There will be a German version of this video for sure. The category that I've chosen for my picks was what are the most interesting, important collected editions of older material? So not your trade paperback from a new series, but from comics that have to be at least 10 years old. I cheated a bit with this one here, Once Upon a Time in France, by Fabian Nouri and Sylvain Vollet. Once Upon in France covers the story of this guy here, who is a Jew, dealer of old metals, who collaborated with the Nazis during the German occupation of France. And he's a really perfect trickster, and he knows how to play his cards and to trick his way out of situation to save his life and the life of those who are close to him, but for incredible costs. He makes himself guilty. He's guilty of atrocious stuff, but nobody actually could blame him or can blame him. And that's the fantastic thing in this series here, which makes you think. And on top of it, obviously here, it's a fantastic collection of Splitter. So, now to a German publisher and publishing an American classic in the perfect way in English. And of course I'm talking about Taschen. And from the package, this is the cardboard box. Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man from 1962 to 1964 will arrive at your doorstep when you order it via Taschen, which I really can recommend. When you order it through Amazon, forget it, the box will be destroyed, very probably, or other sellers don't sell you this beautiful cardboard box here, book here. I did a video about this, so I shouldn't talk too much about this beauty here. By the way, the books here are in no particular order, so you can vote for each of them and we see who wins. Maybe it's Claude Auclair's classic Simon du Fleuve or Simon vom Fluss, and it's a post-apocalyptic tale from the beginning 70s. And it's horrible or really unsettling how timely this comic here is, about a world that fell back into uncivilized tribalry, where only the strongest survive, and the most brutal leader will have the most followers. Not the easiest read, but very recommended, very important that these comics here are republished once again and in a perfect edition by Crosscult. This is volume 1 from 2021. In the meantime, we have volume 2, and I guess volume 3 is out already. Part of my reasoning for choosing these books here was obviously how these books are made. As in this gift box slipcase edition by Fantagraphics of Prince Valiant. I know these books here, these are the books volumes 10 to 12. They came out already earlier, but yeah, I got these in this gift box slipcase edition, which came out in 2021, so I thought a good reason to put these here. Yeah, Prince Valiant is a strange thing that I read this nowadays, because when I was a kid I wouldn't have read this stuff here, because it's very old-fashioned, and as I said it in my video about these books here, the uncool kids read maybe Prince Valiant, the cool kids like me obviously not, but now I'm uncool enough to really cherish these editions, and I like how these books are made, the slipcase and the binding here, which resembles a lot the way books in the 19th century were made, actually, or at least older books. Back to an edition that I own in a very beautiful edition in German, in a German translation. It's one of these books that the German Avant Verlag published with comics by Antonio Hernandez Palacios. McCoy was written by one J.P. Gurmelin, however he is pronounced, but the stories are not what makes this book here and this series of 5 books so exceptional, but the art of Palacios. His main character is obviously much inspired by Robert Redford, like other characters in the saga are yeah, very much inspired by other actors, and there's a lot of slapstick and overacting here involved. So this is far less classic than, let's say, Blueberry. Sometimes even has some druggy, psychotic appeal, especially here's a story in which it's totally unclear where the reality stops and hallucinations kick in. And when you're talking collected editions and European comics, there's no way around Spirou. And the different art teams from André Franquin to Tom et Jean-Ry, who are responsible for this collected edition number 14. So yeah, the Carlsen edition here works itself through the ages and decades of European comic history. And these stories are totally fun. I mean, look at all the details here in this particular page, for instance. I can't remember to really have liked Spirou as a kid, because then, back then, I read other comics, Lucky Luke, Asterix and the like. But nowadays, I really think that this here is a really important series. One rising star in Germany, and at least in our little fandom here, I feel is one guy who is actually not with us, unfortunately, for decades now, but he becomes more popular each year, I feel. And this is Guido Crepax. Guido Crepax is one of the reasons why I think that Fantagraphics is the best publisher in the world, because I think, or got the impression, that Guido Crepax wasn't really well known in the US before Fantagraphics took the opportunity and published his comics in this size, with these within these luxurious tomes here, which is really good for these fantastic layouts, panel layouts by Guido Crepax. And we have essays and bonus stuff, of course, but what really draws you in here are these fantastic drawings by Guido Crepax. And it's a fantastic, splendid edition, even though I don't really understand why they choose to publish them in some kind of thematical order. In my opinion, it would be maybe a better solution to, if they had chose to publish them chronologically. But yeah, that's a really minor complaint, and not really a complaint. It's just, a comment. Comment on this beautifully, highly recommended edition here. So, last thing that I should tell you, vote. Use your opportunity to vote for one of these books. I put the links down there or here. And thanks for listening and watching. Goodbye.